Hi everybody, it's Geraldine from Elite Canine. Today we're going to talk about crate training. Your crate is your #1 tool to keep your dog safe, to make sure they're not destroying things in your home, and to make sure they're not going to the bathroom everywhere. So I never ever want you to feel bad about putting your dog in a crate. When it comes to the crate, you want it to be a fun, happy, positive thing. So 3 rules as you're taking them out of the crate. #1, it's never a big deal. I don't want you to go up to the crate and be like, oh, hi puppy. No, none of that. We want it to be fun to go in. So if you make it too exciting to come out, they're not gonna wanna go in the crate. #2, you can make them piddle. No piddling in the crate. You want any crate accidents. And of course, #3, if you have an overly excited dog, you're probably dealing with some jumping, which we wanna get rid of. So if you make a big deal when you open that crate door, you've already created this overexcited dog who is now going to jump on you. So again, no excitement when you open the door. We don't want any piddling in the crate. And it would be nice if they were sitting calmly as you open the door to avoid any jumping. Now, again, don't feel bad about putting them in it. Everybody has something in their home that if your dog chews through it, especially you little guys, could be fatal, and that's electrical cords. We don't think about those cords that are on the floor, and your dog doesn't know that they're not supposed to chew through them. So it's important that you use that crate when you cannot watch them. That means when you're at work, when you're in the shower, and when you're sleeping, folks. Those 10-week-old puppies should not be in bed with you. They should be in the crate. So if you're having some problems with whining or anxiety, I'm gonna tell you a great trick that I used with Colt when I got him. The first night he came to me, he screamed for 4 hours straight. No breathing, just screaming. The next night, he screamed for 3 hours. And the third night, he didn't make a peep. And after that, he was very comfortable going in his crate. So I did this very simple exercise. I put the crate next to the couch. I have 2 crates in my house, so if you have a big crate, you might have to move it around the house a little bit. If you have a little crate, it's gonna be easy. But because of the nook, I had another crate in the house, put it next to the couch, and I had a nice big bowl of Cheerios. So Colt was in the living room, gate it in, and every so often I would take some Cheerios and I would say, Colt, crate up, and I would drop them into the back of the crate. Don't fling them in from the front. Drop them into the back. He would go in because he would hear them hitting the crate bottom, and he would have his treat, and I would tell him, oh, what a good boy you are. And then I would let him go out, then I would do it again. And I would let him out, do it again, let him out. Finally, he would go in and he would sit. Wow, that was great. So a big giant handful of Cheerios dropping from the sky. So it would cause him to stay in there a little bit longer. Then eventually he went in and laid down. So every time he went in and he did something to stay in the crate, I gave him a couple extra Cheerios. And after a few days, he loved his crate. And now, whenever I leave, he has his own room. I gate him in there just because that's what I do in my house. But if I put my shoes on, he goes right into that room and sits and waits for the gate to be shut. So this is not gonna happen overnight. Give them a little time. You don't have to use Cheerios if you don't want to. You can use their food or you can use some other kind of treat, but be careful because you're gonna be using a lot of them. And always make it fun and happy to go in.